Hey, welcome to the Not So Common podcast. Hey, we coming in hot. No, we coming in hot. We don't give a damn.
Real hot today.
This is we're coming in hot. We got April in the building.
What's up?
We got Q in the building.
Yo, peace and love. You hear me? Logical thinker, but a real big speaker.
And of course, you got Matthias in the house. Let's go. Hey, white people and niggas.
That's our subject today.
So, this question was posed to us, which we feel like, I think me and Q think this question is a no-brainer.
Easy.
You should have already knew the answer, but
Yep.
sometimes people don't. That's the world, you know?
That's real.
Right, April?
That's correct.
Sometimes people just pretend they don't know.
Right, because they feel they have other views that are justified.
So,
My bad.
So the question is, why are black people allowed to say the N-word and white people are not?
Once
and,
again,
and because they're
easy
not,
answer.
is it racist? Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Hey Q, what you want? What you got? What you got?
All right, let me sip first.
What you got for us?
This is an easy fucking one. All right, this doesn't require too much thought. Why white people can't say the word when we can? Because you motherfucking can't. like it's literally that. Like, I mean, there's so many words that you can speak. You know what I mean, let's just keep it real. There's so many words. And this one word you can't say, you feel like if that isn't like the definition of like feeling privileged, you know what I mean, or entitlement, you know what I mean? Like, I can speak, therefore I should be able to say the word.
Yeah, but is that being able to say that word, is it entitlement? Like what like
it is. I feel like we have okay. On the long list of things that can be considered an entitlement, this wouldn't rank high, but it's still
that's what I'm saying.
You know, but it's still a black people thing. Like this is ours. You know what I mean? Like who is any race to say that it's okay for them to use it? Like, if you get every black person to tell you, like, yeah, sure, go ahead, then I'll rock with it. But until you can do that,
I mean, so basically it's just because you can't, because you're white and I'm black, you cannot say that word.
yes, I mean, like the answer to the question, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why?
Like I'm pretty sure we're gonna dig deep, but
People want to know.
Shit.
People want to know why.
So what do you think?
Why?
April?
Yeah, like why can't I say it? The one with the A at the end.
And we gotta understand too, because most of them, they don't.
Here we go.
They know the word. So you know how you just said no. So you know how you just said the one with the A. So you know to distinguish which from which.
Right.
When we say
it's
versus
gonna
the
give
word.
it to you.
We have a lot of people out there
that's
that
gonna give it to you.
they act like they can't say that A. They say the ER, and they
Right.
act like, well, I don't know. It's like you do know.
You
definitely
know.
You do
Check it
know.
out.
It's literally the only word that white people can't use.
Check it out. The fact that you can say, I'm talking about the A, not the ER, means that you know both ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so,
Right.
like, since you know
Well, you
both
hear
ways,
the
you
one
know
with
what's wrong.
the A in songs all the time. Even
Is that your justification for someone else, like, telling you their views on something? So your justification for using,
And this ain't April, by the way.
not you,
Yeah.
not April, not April.
This is a question that was posed
and
to
people in general.
Yeah.
All right. People in general think that it's okay to say the word nigga because someone else is making what you can honestly call a poetic choice to like describe their place, situation, life, like friends, family, or whatever.
right.
That's them choosing to like display that. That still doesn't
Right.
give you the right to say that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So we need to contact Eminem and be like, nah,
We
we can't
did-
use that.
I haven't heard the song. I haven't heard the song with Eminem.
Yo, I've
But
never heard
him
Eminem say nigga.
No, I don't know
I've
if he
never
has
heard
or
that.
not.
I've never-
I don't know.
Shout out M,
And
man.
then I always wonder, like,
I know.
okay, you said, and then what? Like, what happens? Do you get a tingling in your balls? Like, do you bust a nut? Like, what? Why do you want to
right,
say the word
right.
so bad? You know?
I think it just comes from like how children are, where they want to use a word like a curse word, like fuck.
Could
Yeah.
When they're not allowed to.
Yeah, could
Right.
be. Yeah, that's
Yo,
a good.
but that fuck is a word, right? But nigga could get you fucked up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hey,
You know
man.
what I mean? Like if I feel like if I was a white parent, I would definitely raise my kid to say like, yo, don't say that.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It's like a no-brainer.
Like easy.
It's so easy. Like,
Easy.
and then they want to say like, oh, that's the way I grew up. Which no, it's a difference between how you grew up and other. We grew up.
Yeah, I mean,
It's never the way you grew up. You grew up like that, but
that logic is only good to a certain age.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like
Right.
like it's how I was raised.
I
Like, I
can't
mean,
hear you on my mic.
like
I can't hear your mic.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear.
I can hear you.
You can hear his mic? I can't hear his mic.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
No, I just hear you like out here.
I don't know. I can hear you just fine.
Okay,
That's
just
crazy.
making sure.
You can't hear me.
Like I'm not hearing you through the speaker. I'm hearing you like here.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
E.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. I feel like to a certain point, you know what I mean, certain age, that even though the reason isn't really justifiable, but like the logic of that justifying, I can understand to a certain age. You know what I mean? But
Right.
once you get to an age where you can comprehend the real,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Like you can know through just human life, morally, what's right or wrong. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you know that this is disrespectful to a whole group of people.
Correct.
So you're choosing. Now you're making a decision.
You're making a decision at that
Straight
point.
up.
Because the dick ride so you want dick ride so much
Right.
on our culture, but yet hate us. It doesn't make any sense.
So do
It's
you
like-
think that? Do you guys think that the word will always be there,
Oh,
or
yeah, it'll
that
definitely always be
it will eventually? Because with like anything in life, you have to give it
Mm-hmm.
Like meaning in life and stuff.
right.
Like
You have to give it that emotion and meaning. Do you think that will ever go away?
I believe there's two things for sure in life: that Jesus had hair of wool, and white people will never, ever stop feeling like they should be able to say the word.
that. And it's the only word that they go so far as to say because they can't say it, it's racist that they can't say it, which is personally the dumbest, the all around dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Because
Yes.
racism goes deeper than I can't say a word.
Right.
Like it's it's
fuck.
so much deeper than.
I mean, have you not
You
watched
jumping off
any
the word.
movie in the past 12 years? Like,
I can't
have you
see
not like
behind
watched
the camera.
any like
Like
freedom
12 Years a
fighter
Slave.
movie? Like any movie, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh
Look at
shit!
look at you,
Now you see the difference?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
back in the game.
Well, I wanted to make sure that it was also being recorded
right,
for
right.
video purposes.
Nah, I got you. But as far as the N-word goes, it's like racism goes so fucking deep. Like, but they don't acknowledge that part. They want to say the not saying a word in itself is racist. Not and at first I was saying like, how the hell would you know what racist is? But then I would say maybe it takes one to know one.
I mean, I feel like this, right?
I don't know.
I feel
Like, y'all have so much in y'all as in culture. Like, you make it look exciting to say.
Oh, well, you know what I'm saying. Well, just
We
excited.
don't
man.
need that drink.
all right.
Yeah.
First off,
So-
if saying the word nigga gets y'all off, then I don't know what the fuck wrong with y'all. I mean, like you gotta think about it. Like, there's so many things. I'm like titties, pussy. You know what I mean? For
Right.
females, dick. You know what I mean? Like, there's all these other words that you'd be excited about. You know what I mean? Party is a word you'd be excited about. Drinking is probably a word you'd be excited about. You know what I mean? Hanging out, word you'd be excited about. But nigga, why does nigga have to be something that seems
Because
exciting?
it's like a
Say
brother
friend.
or
No,
like
okay.
a super friend. Though.
Okay, then why don't you say super friend?
Yeah.
Why don't
Hey,
you
super
say,
friend.
Why don't you say brother? You know what I mean?
We're super friends.
Like
Right,
all,
right,
like
right.
all those things that is like are options you can choose to say.
Even
Like,
brother is
Brother.
sketchy for white people to say.
I mean, if you say it like fucking that, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, brother.
like, it's an old fucking 1974 Dolomite
Hey, brother,
featuring
slap me some
Shad
fire,
ass
brother.
movie, right? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? They doing all that. Like, okay, you doing too much.
Say slick,
Hey, yeah.
trying to pull the wool over my eyes.
You jive turkey.
Jive, fucking dirty. You meet me in the disco.
But April, what do you think? Like, as far as when you hear other white people say that, it's like, do you get that? I mean, like, the reasoning that people don't want y'all to say it, or doesn't make it? I know you don't even say it. I've never even thought you would. But I'm just saying, like, it's playing
No,
devil's
I
advocate.
mean, I have said it around
Oh.
not black people before. I mean,
All right, but why?
Chicken good.
Time out. Why? But
like I said, it's like a word
Would you
that
say it
you're
in front of
not
us?
ever allowed to say.
But would you say it in front of us?
Hell no.
And that's why you shouldn't say it in front of your friends either. That's the answer.
But how old were
Really
you?
the
when you
reason.
see how old were you? Like you were young?
Or was this last week?
This is like yesterday. Like kids, roll up the windows. We're going.
Call it what it is.
Well, I don't know. It's been a while since I said it.
But you're a lot younger.
First,
Like young.
First off,
No, I mean, I definitely have said it as an adult,
okay,
for sure.
Should I give you a 1 year chip?
I don't know. What's
2 years? Has it been 2 years since you said the word nigger?
I know.
A nigger.
keep it real, not so common.
Because you ain't never said nigger.
No, that's
Nah.
that's-
Because she can tell she knows the difference.
Even though I'm gonna tell you straight up,
I did grow up
it's
hearing it
unacceptable.
though.
I don't give a fuck. Like,
But I mean, my grandma.
Yeah, we all grew up
she's
hearing
like
it.
97, so
yeah, okay. Well, time out. Growing up. Oh shit, that's a whole different lifestyle.
right.
You know what I mean? Like growing
You said
up.
with your grandmother?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Growing up in a household where you're
But that's the thing. Unfortunately, like I'm
Contemporary
close to
style.
my grandma, and so I heard it a lot. So
Yeah.
it wasn't.
but
like
it was more the ER. She
So-
wasn't saying the A. She was saying the
Oh,
hard.
she's in-
That's
Hard
it.
ER.
Okay, but as someone who I would consider to be woke,
right.
right? That would be more of a reason
But it did-
for
it
you
did take
not
me-
to want to say that word because you literally heard it used in the derogatory like intent. Like you know
No,
what I mean?
actually, she would just.
She would just say what?
She would just use it as like a black person.
But
Like,
that's a
he was-
derogatory.
That's
Like, because it's the
derogatory,
ER.
right?
Right,
It's the ER.
right, right.
Right.
So that's
So like you
on
literally, you
itself.
literally heard. Like,
But I'm
human
saying she
beings-
wasn't like aggressive with the
That
word or
doesn't
saying
matter.
like a
Okay.
shitty person
look at
or
me, right?
something like that.
I'm pretty sure George Washington was like, oh, look at all
Heavy
my
eye
niggers.
contact
Look
right
at all my niggers here.
Heavy eye contact right now.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter.
Right,
Like,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
He said heavy eye contact.
Like it doesn't matter. So like I feel like the life you're telling me you lived is enough reason for you to understand why you should never say that word. Because like it's one thing for a white person to go through life and not be around it. You know what I mean? Like I had friends in California who don't know shit about racism really. You know what I mean?
Right.
And but when you come up in it and you still make the decision, which is I feel like the not even intelligent, the humane decision to make, which is all people are equal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because when you realize that, then you realize that someone suffered from something.
Correct.
Now, you said you were with your grandmother, so you were really young then. So
Right.
did you even register it as something bad, or was it something that
No, that's
that
what I'm
grandma
saying.
said?
Like, just because she said it in the way she used it, she didn't use it in like an aggressive form or that it was a bad. She just used it as like a color word.
But at the time, you were so young that you didn't even know any better about the word.
Yeah, like
in
I
itself.
didn't know.
Tell me, how old were you? Because you could be like 12, 13. let's not act like, you know what I mean? Like, a grandmother's 90-something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
97.
So, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I
She's
mean,
been
my
alive for
grandmother.
a
My
while.
grandmother
My
just
bad.
passed away at 80-something. I'm a grown man.
She's,
Yeah.
So
yeah, but she doesn't. So she's 94. My bad. But she doesn't use it now. So
Okay,
even,
she's still living.
But how old
Oh,
were
yeah,
you?
she's still
How
alive.
old were you when she was
well,
using
this is like when I was little,
What's
like real little.
Say a number.
I don't know.
She's 31. Okay.
No,
I'm not gonna say a number because I don't like giving false facts.
No, just an estimate. You can estimate. Like, I was between 8 and 10. I was between 11 and 15. You know what I mean?
I don't.
You don't know?
I was
But no
about
matter,
this
he
tall.
was a kid. But
But,
I mean,
but my point is for asking that is that because if you like
At least well over 20 years ago. How about that?
all right,
Yeah.
because if you're 3 or 4 years old, it might not be as effective as it would be if you were like 11, 12. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because I remember the first time I repeated it,
Ooh, shit.
and
they gave you.
Where
a
were
cookie.
you at?
They gave you a cookie. That's what happened.
I think I was with my grandma,
Ooh.
and I think we were like somewhere in Galveston,
Good job, my little white grandbaby.
and I got like a backhand to the face. So
From her?
Yeah.
For your grandma.
So she knew. She knew.
Because she's trying to save you from them future ass whoopings.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even though, because she's 90-something years old, she didn't walk to walk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
She done went through the fire and came out and fuck it. You know what I mean? But you still got to go through this life.
Yeah. She knew things was changing.
Yeah.
Things were changing.
She probably knew it was wrong. That's why I'm saying, for a friend of the cause.
But it's like White Chicks, you know, the movie White Chicks.
How is it like White Chicks?
Where they're like,
they're
like all the girls are like in the car, like, oh, you can't say that word. And then the two guys go,
nobody's around.
But nobody's around.
Mm-hmm. Then they all started.
And then they're all like,
yo,
okay, whatever.
Yo, first off, shout out to the Wayans brothers, because that was classic showing white people why they can't do it, and they taking it as, oh, that's just funny. Like they're showing you that this is what happens, and you shouldn't do it, because if they were black, you wouldn't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's proving the point that, like, yo, if these white girls knew that we were really black men.
Yeah, that'd be funny. They should have took the makeup off right
there.
there.
Like, gotcha, bitch. I knew it. I knew you hoes was going behind doors, dropping the N-word. I knew it.
But let me. April said something interesting too, and we got to address this part about it. She said it's like saying like brother or something like that, or super friend, and that's how. Because we tell them that it's an endearing word, right?
We tell them that it's our endearing word. But
is it really though? Let's play white devil's advocate real quick.
I don't know what advocate you're going with, but the only advocate I got is fuck no. It's our, like, regardless if you were black and you feel like it's a horrible word for black people. If you're black, you feel like it's a word for endearment, which I totally use it as, not act like I don't. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold on. Let me stop right there. Let's be honest. Have you always used it as an endearing word? You never threatened nobody and said nigga.
Fuck no.
Let's keep it real.
But at the same time, I've used other words which are not nigga in the same fashion. You know what I mean? I've used a bunch of words that can come off aggressive. You know what I mean? I could be like fuck. I could be like fuck. You know what I mean? That's for any word. But only black people can do it with that word. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah. But shit. I mean, how do you feel about the word? Should black people have to one day stop using that word for ourselves?
Check it out.
Because it's really, at the end of the day, the meaning behind it is bad meaning.
Yeah.
We know this.
I'm pretty sure at some point in time.
And see, I think that's the most confusing part for a lot of people, is that if it's so bad, then why are you still using it?
Because if it's so bad, I want to say it to you.
You know what I mean? Like
you know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I can. Once again, I can comprehend the thinking of it, but like, you know the answer. I mean, because you know that the ER word is bad,
right?
So you know that, and it comes from, the word was given to black people from your people. You know that, right? Like from your ancestors.
No, I do not know that.
She's like, what are you talking about? I'm Polish.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all done been through a lot of shit too. Y'all done been through a lot of. Ooh, Polish? Yeah, y'all done been through a lot of shit.
Are you Polish? I just made that shit up.
Oh, fuck. See that? White people give it a lot of shit, man.
I just made this. She told me something before, I can't remember.
Well, German, so English people actually come from German and Polish people.
Yeah.
That's what makes an English person.
Yeah, why you think all them white people that was in the service during the Holocaust moved to the United States? Because they can blend in.
They ain't ready for that yet, bro. They ain't ready for that.
Tell you, man, shit real.
They ain't ready for that.
Shit's real.
But as far as, because I always think about this, because we always say we at the end of the day, when we say it, we can't change meanings of words. We can say, like, this is a chair, but this is a table, but I want to use it saying chair. No, that don't work like that. The word is already established. So at some point in time, should we take the word for what it is and act like we know better and stop saying it to ourselves?
I mean,
because at the end of the day, black people, we're smart people.
Yeah, we are.
So we act like we don't understand what we're doing.
But I do believe we're smart to know that if we give in on one thing, they expect us to give in on everything. You know what I mean? Like you can't. There's plenty of battles being fought, but giving in one battle can lose the war. You know what I mean? Like, because there has, just like we have common knowledge of, like, the things we can't do with a police officer. All right, like the things, the way we can't talk. We can't be ourselves with a police officer. You know what I mean? Like you can't just be you. You have to become yes sir. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like what
Right.
you're trained to do in that situation. And that's not. Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's not. It's not. It's not right. You know what I mean? Like it's not right. Say something. Say something, Matt.
So, hey, it's all right, brother Q.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, do you feel like that too? I mean, it's coming from like, how would you feel that white people would feel about this?
Well, that's why I asked culturally, do you think the word will ever go away and stop being used? Because if it is so bad, then nobody should be using it.
Yeah.
What I mean, once again, like you can understand the rational thinking behind that. You know what I mean? But you're not on this side of the fence to say that nobody should be using it.
Right. That's
You know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying. Like,
And who makes
but,
that?
But I'm not black, so I can't really have an opinion on that.
Well, it's like this, right? So, like, if you're on the jury for the OJ trial, you have a say so. All right, if you're standing outside the courtroom while people are listening to the trial, you have no say so.
Right.
And for this particular trial, you're not fucking included. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
There's other trials that you're included in, but for the word nigga, like your say so or opinion on the word has no relevance whatsoever, and that's for not just you. I'm saying, like for anyone that is not of the black culture. You know what I mean? Like,
And
I hadn't thought about this before, but what if you're half black, half white?
that is a decision that would be made.
Then
on
you
your-
get the
by your
hands,
peers.
you don't get the feet.
That's a good question.
I say no. It's cool for them.
No, because
Shit.
there's so many, there's
mean,
so much mix now that
Right.
uh,
But if I was black and Japanese, right?
would I still,
And I
would
was-
someone like that still be able to
Yeah.
use it?
Because they see you as black. No matter what you mix with, they see if you mix with black, you black.
It depends, honestly, and this is real shit. It depends on your skin tone. If you can really pull that off, like it really does. Because you can't, like you can say, like you're not gonna pull out like your birth certificate, which doesn't even say this.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like, hey, look, I'm half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, right.
Like, you gotta wear it
Yeah.
just like a chain everywhere you go. If you're gonna try to drop
Right.
these words, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm part of that culture too. You know what I mean? You gotta let
Like it's
motherfucker
a
know.
different. If
Even
there's
though my
J.
name-
Cole and then there's
Even though my name is Clifford.
what's your boy name? The other half mix.
No,
It's J. Cole and then there's
is there Dave? Isn't Dave, oh boy, at the show that was called Dave? Whatever, isn't he half black, half white, half Jewish, half white, half Jewish, half black,
is he?
half Jewish, half white.
Yeah, like J. Cole can get away from it. Drake is on the line, but you can't stop Drake right now. You just can't stop him.
And once again, I guess like, but for like famous people, it's different because you kind of associate them with the people they're around.
Right,
You-
right.
You know what I mean? So like if Eminem would have came in the game and 50 Cent was saying I got this half black, half white kid, like you would have thought that he was half black, half white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's a whole different approach because you get to see a lot of black people at once, or get to see you.
Right.
You ain't got to do it
Right.
on the individual level. The individual level shit is fucking difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you got, I don't know if you guys been following, I don't know if you follow basketball or not, but I don't know if you do too. So yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Ja Morant, and it's been a lot of
shit.
stuff going on in the NBA with fans
What?
spitting on black athletes, calling them fucking niggas. Like this went on last night to Ja Morant's family.
Yeah, to his family.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Utah.
What were they doing it for?
This is in Utah,
Oh,
like
in
talking
Utah?
shit to the family, and that's where they had to go with everything. And it's like,
In Utah? What they doing in?
Yo,
And
Westbrook tried to tell us. He tried.
what
he
they
tried to tell
dumped
you.
popcorn on Russell Westbrook.
I
It's
don't
like,
think that would go down in Texas. I just don't see that going down in Texas.
It may not go down.
I can see anything.
It may not go down in
Texas.
front of your face in Texas all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's definitely going down. That's what we need to talk
But
about. We need to talk
You
about.
just don't spit on people, period.
Exactly.
That is
so that's
the,
why
like, most disgraceful
and that's,
thing
That's
you
the
can
reason
do.
why we don't want white people saying that word because it goes that far.
Exactly. It's like
I see
it's
what
like
you're saying.
spitting
I
in
see what
someone's
you're
face.
saying.
Because you know where you spit at? On the floor.
Yeah, you
Right.
spit on the ground. You spit on things that are less than you are.
Right.
That you walk on.
In the root of the word nigger, however you want to take it, is like being spit on. Like it was something that was to make you feel as low,
Right.
as possible. And
I am curious about the history of it though. Like,
Don't be, because it don't matter.
I mean,
Yeah. no, well, I like to know the history, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
no,
This
you
what-
should always have to know the history behind things.
This is what white people need to know. This is just my opinion. Once again, I'm not fucking, you know what I mean? I'm not a professor. It's just,
Nah, this not so common podcast.
you know what I'm
This
talking about?
is-
It's just
we-
Q being Q. You know what I'm talking about? And I feel like there's two things as white people should teach their kids when it comes to black people. All right, two things. One, they're just like you, and two, don't ever use the word nigga. I don't care if you grew up in a racist household, and your mom and your daddy are both in the KKK. I think they should still advise you as a parent
Yeah.
not to choose that lifestyle. Now, if you grow up and you decide you want to roll with your mom and daddy to the meetings and shit, all right, word. But just coming up in this world and this life,
Yeah.
teach your kids, man.
And that's where it starts at, teaching the kids. It's done with us. You have to go with the kids. You have to teach the youth. Because for us, I mean, yeah, individually, yeah, we can learn. We can be better. But we're already at a certain point where we believe our beliefs, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
but it's more of like a moral thing, though. Like more morally, how can someone justify
'Cause-
saying a word that put down so many people? Like, it don't make
Yeah.
any sense. Like,
But if you look at the kids, I mean, if you go to a element, I don't have kids, but you guys had very small kids. You got small kids.
yeah.
If you look at them in school, they're playing with other races with no problem.
no whatsoever.
You know?
Because kids don't give a fuck. Like a kid, check it out. That kid may make fun of Jose for something, right? But he really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, he just talking shit.
Yeah.
Like, kids talk.
Yeah, he don't
pure
know what
shit.
he's talking. He just talking
Right.
shit.
Kids talk pure shit. You gotta appreciate
Talking
that
baby
about
shit.
kids.
I remember this little black boy that asked my daughter why she was white. And she goes, I don't know, I was just born this way. And he looks at her and he goes, okay.
'Cause
And
that's
then
the
they
answer.
run off.
Because
Yeah.
that's the answer. I'm telling you,
Because they have questions. Kids have questions.
Yeah.
And it's
you know, and I'm gonna tell you one thing about black kids. Black kids learn how to accept reality quick.
quick.
You know what I mean?
Why is that,
But
though?
that also makes us naive too. You know what I mean? Because
don't
we're
know
all
about naive,
because we tend to grow up and we start to we search for answers, and then we kind of fall into a rut of like what we think something is. Like thinking outside of the box is something you grow into as you get older.
Right.
But believing what's going on currently is what we're taught to like feel like to survive. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you
Yeah.
need to believe what's being said right now. Like as a parent, you teach your kids like right now you need to believe that acting up in school is not good.
Right.
You need to stop that right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we tell our kids that like these teachers and adults who you supposed to listen to, and that ain't always.
That ain't always
You
the
know
right
what I mean?
thing.
You know what I
No,
mean?
that's not always
No,
the right
I
thing.
always taught my kids, like, you listen to the teacher. However,
Ooh, what's the however? Tell me about the however.
so, like, I have had teachers, like, basically tell my children that they're pretty much stupid and aren't going to go anywhere in life.
What?
I don't think I had teachers tell me that too. Well, tell the class that.
But how old are you
But
kids?
we was bad though.
Well, now they're 16 and 14.
How old were they then?
Elementary.
Oh, that teacher need to be fucked up. I know you can't do it. That's what fucking about life. You know what I mean? Some things that somebody just need to be fucked up over some shit, but you're not allowed to do it. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You know,
But
that,
then-
that is messed
But then,
That's
like, a
fucked up.
tutor she had found, ended up finding out that she had Erlin syndrome. So, you know, you get both.
Time out.
up. Hey,
Bad.
yeah.
We gotta run it
Explain to
So-
not so common cast. What the hell is that?
Erlin syndrome. Have you ever seen those kids that have colored paper?
That's when you throw up too hard and you Earl.
Colored paper?
It's now I can't spell it. Erlin's IRLANS, I think.
Just tell me what it is.
Anyways, it's so
I'm sorry. Like you stuck about
Yeah, I was I'm lost already. I'm lost already.
the
I definitely know
her
the spelling,
dad,
you know what I mean?
my daughter's dad, dropped her when she was younger, when she was like 7 months old,
Oh man.
and that ended up affecting one eye. So like everything in this eye is like white, but this one's kind of yellowish. And so she's supposed to use like rose-colored paper over white paper
Really?
because it messes with the eyes.
Huh.
Wow.
I never.
And we didn't find that out until 5th grade.
Oh,
It's
damn.
just, and you use like a clear overlay, but there's like there's actually a website where you can actually test like your kids, and it's like a testing center and stuff. But there's like 12 different colors,
Really?
and it all stems from.
Can she see black? Not
And it all stems from like just being dropped on the head when she was little.
Damn. So I don't know if her daddy feel bad every day, but I would. Like, fuck.
Yeah,
My
it's
baby
messed
in
up.
school using special construction paper. I mean, like, goddamn, man. What
Yeah,
you,
that's
fuck,
got to
man.
mess with them.
Straight up.
But
Yeah, but hey, can we talk about racism one more time?
we can
course.
keep on talking.
Because I had a thought.
As long as it exists, we can talk about it.
So forever. So we're gonna talk about it forever. Black people are different in the way we're racist. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we don't use like back in the day it might have been like cracker. You know what I mean? Which, by the way, which was of so that's like soft porn. You know what I mean? That was Cinemax when it comes to fucking like.
See, and that's the
Like-
Can
crazy.
we hit on that real quick?
Like,
Can we
put
hit on that
downs.
real quick?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
crazy
Can we-
part is that like other races don't really have a whole lot of words. Like there's
Oh,
nothing.
they do. No,
Do y'all-
no.
do y'all
They
have a
do.
word that y'all, like-
White people don't. Like other
Yeah.
races have
Yeah.
tons of slangs that white people have given them over the time.
I mean, are you sure white
yes,
people gave it to
yes.
them?
Like when
What do you think? Hispanics get themselves wet back? No,
Right, you know what I mean? Like-
they ain't
like-
giving a shit about
like-
that or
like-
chink
like-
or all
like-
that stuff.
literally
They don't give a shit
everybody
about
can-
that.
White
to this
people
country
could have
from
given it
somewhere
to them. You don't know.
what you
Nah,
mean?
we was talking about we was getting it already. It's like,
Like what?
that's like what? Hey, what about them? Look what they're doing.
Yeah, there's a reason minorities, even if we're separated, we still closer.
But even with that, we don't really have a word like the N word. Like we don't have a word that we want to say
Right.
so bad that
Right.
other groups say to each other.
We
We
got-
don't give a shit. We stay to ourselves most of the time.
We got phrases. You know what I mean? We got racist.
There's
phrases.
not really a bad white word though,
No, but see, like
I don't
Like-
think so.
except for
as as
I call people white trash when I'm like,
Well, why can't we say white trash?
you can.
Okay.
Definitely can.
Thank you, April.
definitely can. Like,
I don't want to
Definitely
though. It's like
But-
the word that I don't even care about saying.
But like it's all about the phrases. You know, like black people have to be so clever to white people when we put y'all down. You know what I mean? So like a lot of our like racist shit come out of whispers to our friends. Be like, that's that white people shit right there.
Yeah, that's what we say. That's what we say. That's that white people shit. That's what we say.
That's that white people.
That's
matter
true.
what it
I hear
is.
that a lot. I hear that.
You know what I
I've
mean?
heard
Like,
that a
That's that
lot.
white people shit right
Right.
there. Yeah, that's
Like-
what we say.
Like we have to be so smart. We have to like put y'all down.
Matthias has probably said that to
comfortably,
me
you know
like
what I mean?
2 or 3 times.
I don't say that to a lot of people.
So you're putting
know
me
what I
down
mean?
when you say that?
I tell it to
No,
black people
it's
too.
if
Is
you
that what-
if you
is that
feel
what-
put down by it.
No,
Right,
I don't
right.
feel put down.
You know what I mean?
But think about the stereotypes that white people have. It's not really that bad. Like we say, what you bad dancers, but then again we say you have good credit.
I'll
Can't
take
jump.
good credit over bad dancing.
Yeah,
all
for real,
day.
dude.
Sign me up right now. I'm gonna
It's
check
like
my-
there's not really no.
check
I
my
mean,
Credit
besides the
Karma every
racial
fucking
stuff,
day.
but I mean the racist stuff. But you don't. I mean, it's really just like what good credit, can't dance, always can do whatever you want. But that's still stereotypes too. It's not
Okay,
always
so-
true for everybody.
So
Like, everybody doesn't have. Everybody
Say,
doesn't
you're,
have good
say you're
credit.
sitting with your family.
Supreme rulers.
We're number one.
Say you're sitting with your family,
Mm-hmm.
and your family starts talking about white people. What are some of the things that are said?
Girl, this white girl came into the store. You know what I mean? Yo, but you gotta understand, some black, like it depends on where you're at, because as a black person that's raised in communities, like white people are poor too. White people are
Duh.
poor in larger numbers. You know what I mean? Because there's so many of y'all. So that like in the community, there's still white people in the community. So there's white people who like
Ooh, I
who
wonder
black
what the
people
current
understand.
statistics are
You know
on
what I
that.
mean?
I said, I wonder what the current statistics
There
are.
are more
on
white
that.
people on welfare than any other race.
Cause you know why? There are more white people than
Exactly. So
anybody
that's
else.
what I'm saying. I'm giving you that one statistic so you can know that you know what I mean. Like
Right.
it's real. Like it's real.
Yeah. We see like.
I thought we
those
got bypassed, like, statistically. I thought we already got bypassed by other.
By Who?
I don't know.
There's so many of y'all. How can you ever get bypassed?
Wait, bypass on what? Like, what are we talking about?
Like, as far
There's
as
another race that has taken over the throne of.
Oh, you talking about of people in America? Like, the
Yeah,
number of
yeah,
people
yeah.
in America? Shit,
Oh,
I don't
no,
know.
man.
I don't.
Hey, there's 7. Yo, you know what? I'm not even gonna do it. 'Cause I was about to bring up a number to go to somebody's election that tells us something about this country, but I'm just gonna leave it alone for right now.
the great white hope.
Man, just gonna leave it alone right now because there's a lot of people. There was a lot of people that voted for that particular person, and I don't understand it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
but is this what's more of the story? I mean,
white people shouldn't say the
so
word
we
nigger.
respect. Respect other people.
I think it's just common knowledge. Just don't use the word nigga. Like, I mean, there's
it might be common knowledge, but remember the whole part of the conversation was just tell me why.
And I told you from.
We need to go there too.
I told you from the answer from my very first answer.
Yeah,
the answer
yeah.
is simple, because you can't. You know what I mean? Like, but now your acceptance behind the reason is what we're talking about. But the answer is simple, like you can't. You know what I mean? We're just talking about why you can't accept the fact you can't accept the fact.
No, you actually answered it. It's because it's used in such a derogatory way.
Right.
But also a lot of people like you just said he answered it. But a lot of people ask the question and get mad at the answer. It's like you wanted to know the answer to this question. You asked the question. Why get mad at it? If you ask the question, that means you're automatically on the road to learning.
Yep.
You know, that's why we ask questions, because we want to learn.
Right.
So if you're asking a question and get mad at the answer, you're not trying to learn. You're trying to argue. You know, because you want to say it that bad.
I mean, in most game plans of like how to get right at something, step 1 is usually the same.
Well, you said get white or get right?
Get right.
Oh, I was like, wait.
My Louisiana be kicking in on me. I try to open my mouth when I talk, but what the fuck was I saying?
I don't know, man. I was confused from the beginning. I thought you said get white at it.
No, man. No.
So have you ever had someone actually say that to you guys?
Yeah, I mean,
like straight to your face?
No, not straight to my face. Nah,
I don't.
I ain't crazy like that.
I don't want to incriminate myself in any past type shit. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say this though: I've never been fond of someone getting the balls of saying it to me. Cause I've had white friends that say it. I just tell them, you know what I mean? Like, they'd be like, I'll say it around my other friends. Let me tell you, like, yo, I'm not them. You know what I mean? Like, it's simple. Like I think everyone deserves a warning for every situation. So, like, if someone tells you as a man to another man, like, yo, I don't like that word. You know what I mean?
Right.
That offends me.
And that could be anything. Like, if I call you something and you could tell me, like, hey, bro, I don't really, that's offensive to me. And I don't like, then I have to be like, oh, I respect that.
Right. Or
I didn't know.
I'm going to put my balls on the table.
Yeah.
And I feel like, hey, I'm going to say the fuck I want to say.
And then you got to deal with the consequence.
Right.
Whatever happens next, you got to deal with that.
Straight up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I remember this one time. It wasn't like they said the N-word to me, but I overheard a conversation. So I was at this bar and I met this white girl there, right?
Yeah.
And no, we was talking, vibing really good, right? And I remember like she was in the bathroom with some friends of hers, and then I had to go to the bathroom, so I just went in the bathroom. But I could hear everything was on the. They was like, but he's black though, and this and that, like going in, dog. And I'm like, I gotta hear this shit, cause you know what I'm saying. I gotta hear what they have.
What else did they say?
They
That's
were
crazy.
going in, well, he's black, you don't need that, all this stuff, and I'm like, wow. So when she came back, I was like, man, your friends ain't shit. I heard all that shit. I told her all that. Your friends.
Shit.
She was like, I know. She was like, I know they did say that. I was like, I know. I know your voice from there. Right. Like you ain't say shit. But
I would have called them out like hole number 1.
Yeah, no. I was
hole number
going
2,
in.
number 3, and hole number 6 definitely ain't shit.
But I thought it was just like, and I say funny, not funny, but it was just funny. You know, like. Yeah, like this is what they do when we not listening.
Because you know what? Know why it's funny to us? Because we think they doing it.
Yeah,
but as soon as they confirm that shit,
yes, that's what made it funny.
I knew these motherfuckers. I knew these motherfuckers was doing it.
But I used to date this one white girl, and she used to get it from her like bad. I never got it. You know what I'm saying? All my people was good.
Right.
But she used to tell me like, man, people fuck with me all the time, like. And I'm like, damn, I'm not white. shit.
Right, because,
but no, I mean, but it was just the fact that they was on her so hard, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that kind of made me feel bad about the situation. Not that bad about me, but I'm saying just bad that she had to go through that.
That she had
and
to.
you know,
her people are so fucked up like that.
Yeah, and I mean that's what families is. Like black families are more like judgmental. You know what I mean? Like they'll talk that shit and judge you like however the fuck they want to. You know what I mean? But to come up in a household that's like off of like racism, like that's a whole different type
Like, how
of,
do y'all's families feel about
shit.
when you bring home a white girl?
Let me tell. Oh, you got something to say?
You go first.
Man, so this was my grandmother was still living. I love her. I miss her to death. This was like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm older. Like I don't keep a girlfriend that long. Like I ain't been married. I don't got no kids, right?
Right.
So one day I went over to the house and she pulled me to the side, and she was like, "Look, you need to find you a good wife. You know, going out there all these women that ain't no good for you." She was like, "You do like women, don't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, I swear to God. After that, she said, "Look, I don't care if she white. They got some good white women out there. If that's what you want, we gonna love her no matter what."
Straight up.
She was like, "If that's what you want." Sometimes these black women can be trifling.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what she said. Like she was like, "Find you a good white woman. It's okay.
Real.
We gonna love her no matter what."
Real.
And I'm like, "All right, thank you."
You know, I'm racist against all women that don't use Tony Satchel.
But I mean, like the thing about it, she thought that it was because I like white. She didn't know anything. She didn't know what it was. But I'm just like, just haven't got married. I like all race of women.
Right.
Like I don't have a preference.
Hell no.
But she didn't. She was just wondering why. But she thought that it was that reason, so she wanted to make me feel comfortable.
That's real.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's super
That's
nice.
nice.
That's super nice. I'm racist against all women that don't use Tony Satchel. Okay.
I can't use it anymore. It's got gluten in it. Okay.
I mean, if you, you don't have to eat it, but if you're cooking for your family / man,
No, I love that stuff.
put that
That's
Tony's
great
in
stuff.
it. Put that Tony's in it.
Man.
Hey, so
Yeah, bro.
what's the one? I'm sorry.
So, but why'd you even say that? Is it black owned?
That's a really good question.
I don't even know.
I really don't know. I just
Look at you.
grew up on it. I swear to God, like I really don't know. Like
I thought you were gonna tell us. Yeah, it's black owned.
Yeah, I was looking too. Like, it's
Like, is it?
like Louisiana hot sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know who like came up with that shit. That's black owned, white owned. Who knows? Asian? I don't fucking know. But I know that's some good shit.
Yeah.
And I was raised on it. If you told me,
I like that one, Tabasco, and the rooster.
hey, what's the one thing you would never give up if you found out the owner of it was super fucking racist? Like I mean, like Adolf Hitler type fucking racist, right?
Shit. What I couldn't give up.
You still couldn't give it up. You found out the owner of this shit was all types of fucked up. All types.
Shit.
I mean,
would
I
you not
kind of
give up?
feel that way about Hobby Lobby, and I haven't been going as much. And
Hobby Lobby? Why you
Hobby
think that?
Lobby?
I love craft stores
What's up with Hobby Lobby?
because they're like the super Christian, the owners, and they don't believe in women having a choice on abortions, and they will not pay for birth control for their employees.
Do you eat at Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
So
I don't agree.
So-
with, yeah,
so
but the only reason why
abortion-
there
yeah.
is because I'm gluten free, and that's one of the few places I can
They're
actually
not the
eat.
only. But not
She
come on.
like
It's
MLK when it
it's
comes to
20
gluten free
it's
at
20
last.
No.
Yeah.
Around my house,
Yeah.
Chipotle. My choice is Chipotle or Chick-fil-A. I can't have Whataburger. I can't have Taco
Okay.
Bell, Wendy's, all these places.
so here's a-
McDonald's.
Here's a hypothetical.
See, a question though, I can give up everything.
what if you
I
found
out
out, like-
I can give it all up. I don't give a fuck.
You give it all up.
If I don't care who it is. I don't care what it is. I give it up.
Could you give up pencils? Like you like the
Pencils?
Pencils.
No,
Could
I
you give
draw
up
all the time.
Exactly, but could you give it up if you found out the person who invented pencils, the maker, and it's whole?
That's probably true. I don't know. Pencils go back. Pencils go
Way
back.
back, G. Way back.
That could be actually true. Don't look that up. Don't look that up.
Do not Google the person who invented pencils. Might
No,
might
because
ruin your
there's so
life.
many companies now that make different pencils, so I could just choose a different
But
brand.
someone talking about the inventor of. We're talking about
What
capability
if the
origin
person who
story.
invented etouffee was a hardcore racist Adolf Hitler.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, that's getting real.
That's fucked up, man.
Hey, my boy Q,
You asked
he
the
runs
real
a
question there.
etouffee company.
Wine, yo, shout out everything etouffee, man. Follow us on Instagram. We'll pop up shop. You can get that etouffee, shrimp and crawfish etouffee.
And the free KKK mask.
What? Chicken and sausage
And
etouffee.
it's not gluten free. So
What?
sorry, guys.
And you can get it on rice, macaroni, mashed potatoes. Holla at your boy.
And a free
man.
picture with a Klan member.
What? Come on. We got,
Answer the question.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
fuck, man.
What the Klan?
Yo, okay.
Real
all right,
fucking
all right.
racist.
From the heart. From the heart.
See, you can make that joke,
would-
but
I
I
would give
can't
up-
make that joke.
I would give up etouffee.
You just have to word it right. You can.
I give up etouffee.
No.
Yeah, I swear to God. If I found the inventor, which probably is, you know what? I'm gonna probably say the inventor etouffee is black, but that person was working for a white person. You know what I mean?
So like the
when it
cotton
happened.
gin.
Like I'm pretty sure the person who invented etouffee was a black person who was probably a family cook or something for a white family.
This story sound made up, bro.
It is, but in my mind, that's how I envision. You know what I mean? Like there's an Aunt Jemima etouffee somewhere.
That's
You know
exactly
what I mean?
that's
Like-
exactly what I was thinking. A
Yeah,
lady with the apron on.
Because you're white. That's what you guys do. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, right. She was like, fuck you.
Yeah. Yo, but
Guess what I'm saying in my head right now?
Oh, that's wrong.
How fucking dare you, Andrew? How fucking dare you?
Yeah, it's all in there. See my face? This is what I'm thinking right now.
I'm gonna fucking smile right now. But I'm making a mental note.
But yeah, man, this is good conversation. I think it's good, huh? What do you got to say on the subject? What else you got to say? Just tell your people don't say it right now. Tell them.
Don't say it.
Nah, that's too low. You got to tell them.
Don't say it.
Oh man, that's enough. That's enough. Did we answer everybody's questions? I think somebody else had was gonna say something.
I think we did.
We did.
The moral of the story
there was
is
another question that was out there. What was it?
that I just feel like nobody should say it. If it's so bad, I just feel like nobody.
You
should
have
say
no
it.
opinion on it though. That's the point you see.
I can have any opinion on anything I want.
See, that's the problem.
I'm a grown-ass woman.
and that's when the word privilege comes in because this word I can explain to you how it's
But
privilege.
you can have an opinion on anything you want, correct?
No.
Ooh,
No. Time out. I cannot have an opinion on everything I want. Like, okay,
Why not?
let's talk about religion. All right,
Okay, so you're just saying.
Tell me.
Okay, so you're just saying I can't have an opinion on it because I'm white.
Because this
Because that sounds
because
racist.
once again it may be racist. Like, that's fine. Like, it may be racist, but once again, there are many trials that happen in the world, right?
Right.
For this one trial, you can't be a part of it.
No,
you,
I got
you
that.
can be
I
a trial. You can be a part of trials for other things and other shit. But for this one thing, you can't be a part of it. Like this one word, you can't say.
I like
You know
how
what I mean?
passionate about it you
Because
are.
I mean, I'm not the way around. I
it's
feel like I
real.
can have an opinion on whatever.
I mean, yes. Can you have an opinion on something? Yes. But can you have an opinion on something? Yes. Hands down. But there are
Just not this particular
but
subject.
Some things are morally wrong. Like some things there's a correct and a wrong answer to.
Right.
So you brought up religion though. What were you going to say about that?
I was like this, like it's wrong to put down like certain religions because of things that happen to that religion. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there's history involved in that religion, and the history of the word is why you have no opinion on the word. You know what I mean? Like if you got robbed by somebody, do you want that person to judge if they can go free or not? You know what I mean? Like would you want that same person to be part of the jury?
No, but they have a right to say like, I really think I should go free. Like they can say whatever they want. Is it taken seriously? That's where it's at. People have a right to.
I mean, anybody can say anything they want to say.
You have
Right.
freedom of speech.
Hands
Now,
down.
you don't have freedom
Hands
from
down.
freedom from consequence from those speech.
Right. You don't have freedom from
Right.
being judged from what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
So like,
have that right to make an opinion.
you hands down do, but for every action there is a.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
But yeah, like see, you
Morally-
can tell me what you want all day. You can tell
All
me
day.
that white people should be able to say it. It's good. Like, should you know?
Nothing we're going to say is going to stop them from saying it.
No,
but to give,
and I don't expect it
right.
to.
But to give somebody the basic knowledge of like, if you the most simplistic way you can possibly deliver this message is that if you feel like it's morally wrong to when black people are called niggers, the ER, then I feel like it should be super easy for you to understand why you can't say nigger, because the history of the word.
How many niggas can you say on YouTube?
I don't know. we probably have
broke the limit.
We probably exceeded that, bro. This
We're gonna have to have a little.
This particular video is not gonna be monetized,
yeah.
but it's okay because it's all about you people.
We didn't say. All right, here live, Facebook, YouTube, NSC. We're doing this one time only. It's about to happen right now. April has a one-time pass to say the word. No.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
She said no.
I literally said earlier I don't do nothing to incriminate myself on this shit.
I do not want hate mail.
Yeah.
I do not want to get shot. No thanks. I will
be the one sick.
I'll take my pass and throw it out the window.
I would get another phone at your number you don't know, and I would be texting you like words of letters, just like, hey, you're gonna get it. I know what you did last podcast. You know what I mean?
I know what you did last podcast.
Yeah, that'll be wild. She gonna, when she get in that car though, she gonna turn that up. What they really want from a nigga.
Really want.
Oh, wait a minute. We didn't even go over that. What about if it's in a song?
No. We went over
Am I still supposed to just stop singing it?
Oh, see, she brought up a good point right there. You remember a couple years ago when Kendrick Lamar brought that white girl up on stage? And that was dumb on his part. I blame him for that.
Super dumb.
Because she was probably drunk and she got the pass. She thought she had the pass because you let him up everywhere.
Because I promise you this, though, wasn't her first time saying it.
If you
saw her say she said it with gumption.
She was baptized.
I mean? Yeah, she said it with oomph. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she done been banged out.
Yeah, but
so if I'm singing the song, I'm just supposed to stop at that word?
Yes.
Just bypass it?
Once again, it's one word that you can't say. Like it's not that big a deal. Like the fact that, come on, like I understand we're on a podcast. It's our job to have conversations.
The only reason why I even ask these questions is because I don't think all white people know all the rules on it.
I feel like they do.
To a certain point.
I feel like they do.
Right. Like once you get to a certain age, you know what's going on in the real world.
Yeah. Once you get to a certain age, you
know what's going on.
I can't pretend like I don't know certain things.
Exactly.
Like I know.
Exactly. If I could plead ignorant to a bunch of shit, I'd be an awesome person.
I mean, a lot of people do that anyway.
Like, officer, I didn't know I couldn't reach for my wallet when you said show me an ID.
Oh my God.
I thought we were doing it. I thought that's what we can do.
I thought
you said show me ID.
Right.
I said okay.
I thought you needed it. You know what I mean? I didn't know how I was gonna get it, and you told me to keep my hands so you could see them. I thought, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard, brother.
But yeah, it's. I for the life of me, I just will not get what's the hype about other people saying it so bad.
It's because they can't. It's all about. It's the fact that someone's telling you can't do something.
Yeah, I mean, think about anything. If someone's like, "You can't do that," you're like, "Watch me."
Now to that anything, apply slavery to it, and bam, and that's why you can't say it.
Right.
like that is
I think we can do anything. So when they tell us we can't have slaves, I think we should show them that we can.
That's a bad idea.
Look at here, man. Yeah. Because it's going down.
It's called. They're called maids. God.
Going. Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
On that note,
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna have them out there picking whatever's out there. Clayton, get out there, Clayton.
Yeah, real quick, shout out to Daiquiri Islands.
I've been a maid, by the way, so no offense to maids.
Shout out to Daiquiri Islands to go, baby.
Yeah. This was a good conversation. I mean, we went longer. I think we went a little longer than we wanted to go. But it's a good topic, and I feel like it needs to be discussed.
So what we're
not argued over, discussed. You have to really remember that.
But that's why we're doing this podcast, so we can talk about the things that not everybody can talk about. Not everybody has black friends that they can talk about it with, and maybe they want to know.
Yeah.
You know,
we'll
whatever
be your
the
friends.
situation
is.
is.
We will be your black friends.
Yep.
How you
and
doing? My
will
name's Q.
Am I racist?
You.
In my house, I've only had 2 white people.
Yeah, you're racist.
Well, that made me racist?
You're probably racist.
I'm thinking it's only been 2.
I mean, how many? But here's
But
like,
how many of anybody's been in my
how
house?
many, right? You know what I mean? Like, and how many white people do you come across on your daily basis that you interact with? I mean, half of the reason people are racist because they don't interact with them. You know what I mean? Like, there's no interacting. You just feel like
I think at one point she was telling me that one time like you just didn't grow up around a lot of black people.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't.
I get it. So, hey, but trust the black person they tell you just can't do it. Like that's step one. Is trust people. To get trust, you got to give trust. So why don't you just trust and believe you can't say the word nigga and just leave it like that?
Can other minorities say it?
Ooh.
Hispanics.
Check it out. Okay. There's some deep shit, right?
So there's some Hispanics and they don't have any black friends. Now
shut
go.
up. Okay, there's some deep shit. There's some deep shit. You might,
go ahead,
not get it, right? You may not get it. But in like the jail penitentiary system, like blacks and Hispanics, you know what I mean? Or blacks and Asians, they rock together. You know what I mean? So like it's a united front, like in there and on the streets and stuff. Like when it's all said and
everyone can say it,
but
done. White people.
Honestly, I really don't give a shit when other people say it.
It's not that everyone can say it; it's that white people can never say it. I mean, don't worry about Tom and Jerry over there when fucking Susan's drowning. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
You know what I mean? It don't matter. Like, it just doesn't affect. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like no I could be around like Hispanics and some Asians if they down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like the ones that
I got Asian homeboys walking right now and be like, "What up, my nigga?"
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And they'll probably slap you if you tell them don't say nigga. But they're willing to have the fight. And you gotta respect the person who's willing to just have the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the white people be like, yo, this is just how I am. This is how I talk. This is how I was
grew
raised.
up. I was raised.
Yeah.
I'm like,
all right, cool.
Okay,
cool.
you were raised as a different way of saying
right.
it. But
okay, that's cool. Like you was raised with nigga in your house. I get it. I understand 100%. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't want you to say it. Now you gotta make a decision. And then after you say it, if you choose to say it again, I gotta make a decision. You know what I mean? And hopefully nowadays in this stage of life, I'll walk away and just say, hey, that guy is ignorant. You know what I mean? But I would tell you what I would have done back in the day. But once again, I'm never going to incriminate myself on this beautiful show that we got called Not So Common.
NSC. Let's wrap it up, guys. Where you at on the? Who want to go? April, where you at on the Instagram? And
I am at the Lettering Fox and April Fox. Foxy Mama.
All right, where you at, Q?
Yo, I'm cute, and I'm on Instagram. I believe it's like Country Q the songwriter, or actually it's Country Q _TSW. But follow my Instagram for my etouffee. Also, everything etouffee.
Anything upcoming?
Oh man,
anything coming up?
I got a song just dropped today actually, and it's called Come Together. It's off my upcoming album, Free to Paint.
Which I heard it was nice.
I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I got a lot of love for it, and I appreciate the people that reached out. You hear me? But go find it. It's on all platforms, man. The name's The Songwriter. Come together. Let's talk about uniting these things, man. Unity. It's all about unity. But it's going to be take actions to get there and decisions. Check me out, man.
I'm not on the original, but I might be on a remix.
Wow.
I don't know. I might hit up a remix to it.
So, and where can we find all of your stuff?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook at Matthias Wilburn.
Shout out.
Follow me, it's live.
Shout out.
Follow me on Instagram at Matthias_KGV.
Shout out.
Follow the podcast on Instagram at Not So Common NSC.
NSC.
Follow us on Spotify, Not So Common NSC.
NSC.
Like, just do it.
Why not?
Do it already.
Why fucking not?
Follow us on YouTube, subscribe, share, follow,
Hit
like
that little subscribe button.
YouTube, Not So Common NSC. You hear us every week.
Why?
Look, like, subscribe, share, comment, tell us what you think. If it's good or bad, doesn't matter. Talk about it.
Stay safe.
Right. Yo, peace and
Don't
love,
use
man.
the N-word, white people. And be kind.
Peace, fam.
Peace and love, man. I love my bitches, but where's my niggas?